I'm not going to pretend that I haven't been emotional throughout the past week. So instead of attempting to speak, I wrote what I have to say. So please bear with me. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Amen. On behalf of African's family, I want to say thank you all for coming. Some of you knew African in the capacity of the motorcycle club. Some of you knew African from 102nd Street where he lived. Some of you, or well, the majority of you are family. Others of you are friends. And I'm not speaking to say that I'm necessarily any of them. African to me was a father. And some of you are looking like, you not family. But let me share with you all my memories of having African in my life for the past 14 years. We met when I was just 8 years old. I was a little 8-year-old stick figure on 102nd Street in Vermont. And he used to yell across the street, "Bugaba." And I asked my mom, I said, "What does that mean?" I said, "Who is that man?" But that man, African, became a father to me. He was the one that would yell at me when I didn't check before crossing the street. He had pep talks with me about putting the candy or the soda down at times. He always told me to put my education first. African was the man to tell me to prioritize myself and don't be chasing no boys, as he would always say. When I reached 12 years old, African faithfully began taking me to school every single day until I graduated from high school. When I became a teenager, he became my fashion designer. He was never afraid to tell me, "No, go back in the house and take off that skirt or those pants are too tight." He would always advise me, and then after I changed, he would always be like, "Come here." At which time he would explain that your dress is the way that the world sees you before they even know you, so don't send the wrong message. When I turned 15, he talked to me through my first relationship, telling me, "I don't like that nigga." And he explained to me thereafter that the man for me wouldn't need any editing or changing. When I was 16 and applying to college, he told me I could go to any school I chose. So I chose UCLA, I applied, and I got admitted. And even after that time, he would sometimes take me to UCLA, which is way in Westwood, California, when I didn't have a way to get there. I'm so glad that this past June I was able to share with him on my graduation day that I completed my undergraduate education. On that day, I was able to go to his house and share with him with my cap and gown and my stole in hand that he was such a big and instrumental part of my life, and he helped me to get to where I was. I was also able to share with him that I have the opportunity to start graduate school at USC, the school across town. And he didn't tell me, you're changing schools from UCLA to USC, what are you doing? He simply told me, "I am so proud of you. Keep going. Education is the future, and I'm very, very proud of you." I will always miss him sitting on his porch as I crossed the street, telling me not to drive so fast and burn rubber when I left home. I'll miss him stopping me on my way to the store to ask me to buy him a can of corned beef hash. I'll miss him offering me rabbit and possum to eat. I'll miss the talks we routinely had by phone or by face when my school or work prevented me from being able to come by and visit as much as I would like to. I'll miss our fashion talks, my relationship advice that he would always give me. But most of all, I'll miss him because whereas African was not my biological father, he was so instrumental in raising me to the woman that I am today. They say that it takes a village to raise a child, and today I'm saying goodbye to perhaps one of my two chiefs, the other being my mother. So to African's children, his family, his motorcycle family, Los Angeles Defiant Ones, I just want to say that I'm so grateful for you all sharing him with me. I was just a neighbor, and I definitely became part of the family, so thank you for not being selfish in that regard.
Amen. Before I ask the Lord to come up, I want to make a point. I want to share something. I want everybody in the house that's a part of the motorcycle set, who was a part of the motorcycle set in 1970, to stand on your feet. If you were on the motorcycle set in 1970, stand on your feet. Anything to do with the bike in 1970, stand on your feet. Why? Why am I doing this? To show you the love, the lasting love that has been amongst the brothers in the state here in LA and Illinois and down south in San Diego for over 40 years. 40 years.